Hello everyone, this is Team Butch, and we'll be presenting our final deliverable, which is also subtitled as Crossing the Ocean. First and foremost, let me introduce our homeward-bound trip itinerary. So it will be starts and end at Washington State University Pullman campus, so this will be a round trip, and these are the listed destinations that we'll be heading.
We will start at WSU Pullman's campus, and we will travel to my hometown, which is Spokane, Washington. We will take an Uber 75 miles to downtown Spokane, and we will end up going to one of the Gonzaga University's basketball games in the Kennel. One of the souvenirs that we'll get is one of the basketball t-shirts that they shoot out of the t-shirt cannon at halftime, and if we're lucky, we might get a picture with Spike the Bulldog.
After the Spokane, the next stop will be Auburn, Washington. We will take a long-distance bus from Spokane to Seattle and take Metrobus to go to Auburn, which is going south. It is 293 miles from Spokane, and I hear we'll be grabbing a quick coffee break at the Pacific Northwest Coffee Co. The souvenir will be a Green River College merch, and actually this was my old school before I transferred to Wazoo. So go Gators!
After we spend time in Auburn, we're going to take the Sounders Link for only $4.75 a person to Seattle to visit my hometown. When we get to Seattle, we're going to Golden Gardens Beach to watch the sunset. While we're there, we're also going to stop by Little Coney to grab a soft serve ice cream cone and a t-shirt for a souvenir. After spending our time in Seattle, we're going to hop on the Vancouver Clipper to make a stop on San Juan Island for only $1.39 per person. When we get to San Juan Island, we're going to go to the beach to explore the tide pools. For a souvenir, we're going to grab some seashells from the beach before we head to our next destination.
From the San Juan Island, we are going to Anchorage, Alaska. We're going to take a charter flight from Friday Harbor to Bellingham as a transfer point, and from Bellingham, we're going to catch the Alaska State Ferry to Anchorage, traveling a total of 2,204 miles. Once we get to Anchorage, we're going to eat at Snow City Cafe, a very trendy and popular restaurant in the heart of downtown Anchorage. For our souvenir, we're going to grab a coffee mug from the cafe.
Well, from Anchorage to Guangdong, China, there is so far about 5,044 miles, so we're gonna take the FlagX cargo flight. This is like a non-traveling passage. Get some person who can get permission, and it's about take $200 to Guangzhou, the capital of Guangdong. And welcome to my hometown, Guangdong, China. And there has a Cannon Tower, like a multi-purpose observation tower. It's a very famous travel site, and we got dim sum. It is like a traditional food for breakfast. It's very famous and very delicious.
Now it is time to head back to Washington. We're going to catch a flight with China Southern Airlines to San Francisco and a rapid transit from San Francisco to Oakland, and then an overnight train from Oakland to Vancouver, Washington, where we will visit the Vancouver Washington State University campus. From Vancouver, we're going to take a Zim ride carpool with other Washington State University students to the Pullman campus. And that concludes our trip.
So to end this slideshow, we'll be giving some reflections on what was our challenges and also some advice that we can offer to other teams that will be doing a similar assignment. So our major challenges and conflicts were 1. Deciding on each leg's destination and also which transportation methods to utilize. 2. Since there was no in-person interaction, it requires more time in the virtual communication. And 3. There was the technical aspects such as creating a video, recording, and sorting out all the slides. Based off this experience, we'll be giving some advice to other teams, such as 1. Better to work as a team to come up with creative legs and transportation methods. The second point, that take advantage of your teammates' local knowledge in their hometown or country. And 3, and lastly, make sure to maintain constant communication and all team members agrees on your decisions.